For number 2, we have a 2/3 fraction to start with. I did my best here to kind of copy the original 1/3 slicings here. Again, our equivalent fraction has to have the same area as the one that we're starting with. So we need to have a shaded area here. And I'm going to do this into groups of 2. So I'm going to times by 2. So I'm going to just slice all these into halves. So groups of 2 means times by 2 on the top, times by 2 on the bottom. So 4 out of 6 pieces shaded is equivalent to 2/3. For this one here, I'm just going to maybe try to, again, try to copy the 2/3 fraction to start. And I'm going to maybe try to slice this into, I could do this, I can maybe chop this 4/6 into halves, but I'm going to try doing this into thirds, so times by 3. So I'm going to do times by 3 is 6, times by 3 is 9. So that means I have to do 3 groups in each of these sections. So that's going to give me 6 shaded like that. And then when I divide this up like that, that's going to give me my 9 parts whole. Now, it's not perfect, but I can see all the right number of pieces. The pieces may not be the right size, but they're the right number of pieces. So again, we're going to do the same with these fraction bars. This time I'm going to do times by 2, times by 2. So I know that my end fraction has to have the same shaded area, but now instead of having this divided into 4 equal parts like this, I've times by 2, so I'm going to do 2 groups for every section. And that's going to give me now 6 shaded, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8 parts whole. I'll do times 3 to get 9 and 12. So again, that's my original 3/4 fraction. And I'll just draw that out. There's my 3 out of 4. But since I times by 3, I need to do it in groups of 3 like this. And maybe I'll do it in different colors so we can see it a little bit easier. My new groups, or my times by 3 is going to show up as regrouping into groups of 3 for all these pieces, individual pieces. When we talk about 3/4 fraction, we can actually use a percentage, and we're going to do a whole unit on percentages, but this is the same as 75 out of 100. 3/4 is 75 cents, or 75 out of 100. And so if I want to do this, I can shade 3/4 of this. If I divide this into 4 pieces like this, each one of those grids has 25. So this is going to be, it's going to be 25 here, plus 25 make 50, plus one more 25 make 75 out of 100 in that hundreds grid.